I'm Rod Balter, president of WCS. We're on top of the Red Bed Hills where we excavated it from our landfills. We're going to look to the north of the rail loop, and that is our consolidated interim storage facility. That facility will be approximately 320 acres out of the approximately 14,000 acres we have here at WCS. As you look around the interim storage facility, you can see that it's very isolated. We don't have many neighbors. These are all WCS facilities and buildings that you see in the shot. We've got a very proud workforce here. Approximately half on the New Mexico side of the border and half live on the Andrews, Texas side of the border. In January 2017, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission accepted our license application for docketing. That means that we are accepted for a formal review process. They will have additional questions and comments, and this process will take approximately 3 years. Hopefully we'll have a final license decision in 2019. January did kick off a very interesting period for WCS. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission has come out to the area. They've held 2 public meetings. We've got a lot of interest. This is a great location for this type of facility. This region has been very familiar to the nuclear industry, and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission has done many environmental impact statements as well as other regulators in the area. Our license application included 2 pieces really, a safety analysis report and an environmental report. And so as we wrote up the environmental aspects, it was very easy to rely on what we had already done out in the facility for the last 20 years. With the 600 borings, the 400 monitoring wells, all of the environmental samples that we take and have been taking over a period of 2 decades. So it's a very time-tested, well understood and well-studied facility. We think that'll make the environmental review process go faster and hopefully streamline that as well, as that is one of the longer aspects of the NRC review. Our consolidated interim storage facility is a supplement to a total integrated waste management program. So Yucca Mountain or whatever deep geologic repository may come on as a final solution, we would be able to package that waste, make sure those shipments had a place to go, but start cleaning that up decades ahead of when that repository would be open. This would save the taxpayers billions of dollars and allow the industry to make progress and solve some of the problems with transportation logistics and things like that at a much smaller scale than what would be needed for a final geologic repository. We expect all the spent nuclear fuel that would arrive for our storage facility to be by train. We also expect it would stay here for a while. We're looking for a license that would be 40 years initially. We think that fuel could stay here for 100 years. It depends how fast a deep geologic repository would come online and the need for the industry. Some people may have heard me refer to spent nuclear fuel as high-level waste. The point of all this is we're not trying to hide the ball. Whether it's high-level waste, spent nuclear fuel, this is the fuel rods coming out of a nuclear power reactor. We want the public to be aware. That's what we're trying to license. That's what we want. We can do this safely. It's been handled safely around the world. Our partner Areva has shipped more than 5,000 shipments without any radiological release or accident. So this is something that's safe, whether it's high level, spent fuel, whatever you'd like to call it, that's what's in our license application. So the spent fuel rods are uranium. This is solid pellets. There is no liquid, no green goo or anything like that. These fuel rods would be placed into a canister, a metal canister, welded shut. That canister is never reopened. It then goes into an overpack for storage, which helps reduce the dose and keep that secure. We're able to monitor that, do aging management practices as we continue to have those casks here for a long period of time to make sure if there's any kind of maintenance needed to be done or minor repairs, be able to gauge this as we go throughout the lengthy period of time we expect to store it here on site. We think this can be done safely. We have the right technology. There's stringent regulatory oversight. And we've got a great productive workforce that's used to handling radioactive materials that have high dose rates and other unique characteristics about them.